bruh, bruh, bruh. Pfft. Yeah, I met a guy down the dark end of a dark alley. Said he had some information for me, something I might want to see. He was right. What did the man have? He had all the great games that are on sale on Steam this weekend.
Well, hey there, everybody. It's time for me to tell you all about the Steam games that are on sale this weekend. There's a PlayStation publisher sale with games that are, although discounted, and I own this one on the PS4 and haven't played it yet, and really want to, but just haven't. Anyway, but even though I focus on games that are at least 75% off, they have to be other things. They have to be games that I recognize and that I know and have played and can therefore recommend. I believe this to be a very good game. Very positively reviewed. People love it. But yeah, there's some things in the PlayStation sale. I'm not really focusing on that. That is not what I do. What I do typically is focusing on the very cheaper games that I am familiar with. So if you're looking for like hidden gems, you know what to look for. You've seen like God of War and the other, Space Marine. You know these things. But what you're looking for is something a little affordable. That you're going to get a decent amount of game for your buck. Well, you come to the right place is what I do. So, first up, Streets of Rogue. Streets of Rogue is a very silly game. It's a roguelike, obviously, and the name calls to mind Streets of Rage. It's not really Streets of Rage-ish. Basically, you are doing missions and also fighting your way through levels, because the missions that you do will involve pissing some people off who will want to kill you. And you will have limited weapons, or your weapons will be limited to the things that you have on hand in the level. And sometimes you'll get really awesome upgrades, and sometimes you'll just be kind of, sunk, and you'll have to figure out, how am I going to make it through the level? It's really interesting and fun, and I liked it a whole bunch. Streets of Rogue, it is on sale, 75%, $4.99 it is. Next up, Knights of Pen and Paper. Knights of Pen and Paper, this is the 1+ edition. I don't know if there's a less than this edition, but whatever. This is the good edition, apparently. But basically, you are a bunch of dudes who are playing D&D. Only everything that you're playing in the game is happening behind you because your imaginations are stellar. But it'll take you through some things like a bunch of football players, Donkey Kong in the arcade. It'll take you to some places that are really interesting, and it's like both a beautiful homage to the original role-playing game and also some silly business that's really funny and fun. It's 75% off, $2.49, and a really fun game. You could get the Deluxier edition for $4.99, but I don't know how much more deluxe that is. There's also a bundle you can get, so feel how you want, because there are sequels and DLCs and all the things. But yeah, just the base game the base game alone is enough. It's very fun. Anyway, Guacamelee Gold Edition. I love Guacamelee, and nobody else has played it. It drives me crazy because I love this game so much. It is one of the best Metroidvanias I have ever played, and it has this awesome beat-em-up combo system, along with this awesome special moves system that allows for you to make your way through the Metroidvania of the levels. It's brilliant level design, really cool story, and the cultural elements are really awesome. And I live not that far from Mexico. I live in the Southwest, and I love the cultural elements of it. Feels very, very accurate. And yeah, it's so good. Such a good game. This version is $3.74. There are other editions, but I don't know what they... Also, Obey the Fist, sometimes he and I do not agree. Because this is very positively reviewed. Sometimes Obey the Fist be a hater on things that I like. But whatever. I love this game, and I need people to have played it. Because it drives me crazy that nobody else has played it. Pumped Up BMX. This is a very fun BMX game, and it reminds me rather of Flash games from back in the day. This has accurate, like, actual BMX tricks that people can actually do on the bicycle motocross. And it's, obviously you're going in environments that other people don't actually do the bicycle motocross, but, it has the accurate tricks. So there's a, like, Tony Hawkish element there, or a Dave Mira. Was it Dave Mira's BMX? I don't remember. I did not play that game because I had too much fun with Tony Hawk. And, as a person who hung out in skate parks at the time, the BMX contingent and the skater contingent did not always get along. Anyway, true story. But this game is fun. Calls to mind, like, really fun Flash games, like all of the, graph paper type of racers and stuff with the crazy tracks and everything. The fluidity of this game reminds me of that, and it is 99 cents for the pumped BMX. Very positively rated. It's a fun one. Anyway, Hacknet. Oh boy. Now, this is a different experience. If you are down for a different experience that will involve some reading, but basically, Hacknet is like recreating the the sensation, the tactile feel in a lot of ways of what it was like to be a hacker back in the olden days of hacking. So if you like vintage computing and stuff, and obviously it's not exactly true to, like, this is what hacking was really like, but it feels like it could have been. It's got an accurate vibe to it that's very fun. And so, yeah, and then there's this whole story, and it's like you're, Neo in the Matrix and whatnot. Like, it gets pretty crazy and pretty intense, and it's a great story. So if you don't mind doing some reading, and doing some old school computing, man, this game is super cool and super fun. Like, yeah, very positively rated because of course it is. It's $1.49 and a really different gaming experience, but very fun and very highly recommended. Diggerman. Diggerman is a budget game that in some ways feels like it may have been a mobile game at some point. But I don't care about that. That doesn't faze me at all, because here's the thing about it. As you can see, it has shades of Boulder Dash. And as an 8-bit Atari home computer guy, other people were doing the Commodore 64, and I was doing the right thing, playing that 8-bit Atari home computer. And Boulder Dash was super big on the Atari 8-bit home computing line. I have still the 800XL. That was the computer I learned to code on and everything, or program on. And Boulder Dash. People in, like, Poland and the Czech Republic loved Boulder Dash, and so there were like a bajillion, like, hacked versions of it, like new levels and stuff. Really cool. And so I have an innate love of Boulder Dashy type games, and there's a lot more going on to this one because you got to keep your battery up for your headlamp, because the deeper you go, the darkness and whatnot. And there are checkpoints, but also it's really hard. Like, you are actively puzzling, but you got to move quick. It's really fun. So yeah, I like me some Diggerman. It's not a deep game, but it's a fun game, and it's 84 cents. Anyway, Ghost Maze. Now, some people disagree with me on this one because it's Pac-Man with a shotgun. That's not their disagreement. Their disagreement is that it is only a shotgun and that there aren't a whole bunch of other weapons and cool pickups and whatnot. And that's true, but, like, there was no shotgun in the original Pac-Man, and it also wasn't 3D and didn't have spikes and stuff, and, like, super ghosts with metal faces and stuff that you had to blow up. This is a different game and a different experience, and I happen to like it. I think it's very fun. I had fun with it, and so did 21 other people. But yeah, it is 79 cents and a very hidden gem. You want a gem that's hidden? There you go. This is another Curve Digital game. This is For the King, and this game is an excellent hex-based RPG. Hex-based, turn-based, And so it feels very true to like tabletop gaming and also to the early like D&D based games from way back in the day. So the game is not massively tactical, but it is turn-based. Like you don't have to worry about like terrain as much and gaining ground and places of power and whatnot, like things that you normally have to worry about in a tactical situation. But it is turn-based, hex-based, and very unique, like almost Torchlight-ish, but more polygon-style graphics. Really interesting, really fun, and it's a Curve Digital. And guess what's coming up next? Curve Digital. This is their sale. Some of these games have yet to appear on this list. Some already have. But they also make like Human Fall Flat, The Wobbly Life. I don't like those kind of games, but a lot of people do. Lawn Mowing Simulator, this is the one people really like. I have a bad one, and it left me with a bad taste in my mouth for the entire concept of lawn mowing sims. So I've never picked this one up. I Am Fish, I have this in my library, I just haven't played it yet. This one I have been thinking of buying and reviewing on this channel for the longest time, but it's such a dark game, like such dark humor, that I wonder if people might be really offended by it. Just Die Already, it's old people just getting creamed. Patch Quest is like, it's got kind of Binding of Isaac vibes from what I can see. Bomber Crew, Space Crew, these are crew management type of games, very similar to FTL in a lot of ways. Mini golf is fun. This is a twin sticky type shooter. This is resource management. And this, I swear to God, I think this is the same game that I played on the PS Vita. And this one, like, I don't do these kind of games, again, with the, like, broken physics. I'm not a broken physics guy, but this one, you're, like, reanimating a dead body, and so you have to, like, quap him through life. So it seems interesting. I've just never picked it up. But yeah, that's the Curve Digital sale. Plantera. Plantera is, okay, take it on back. This is the most casual game in the entire universe. So cash. It's almost as pointless as Cookie Clicker, but it's so laid back and so cute and fun. Like, it's fun. It's a fun game, even though it's like kind of dumb. But like, it will make you feel productive. Oddly enough, it'll make you feel like you've been out farming. Like, oh yeah, I was just tending my farm, clicking bunnies to bop them on the head so they don't eat my carrots, But yeah, it's a cute little, silly little thing, and I like it. I like it a lot, and it's 59 cents, and it's a fun, silly goose of a game. Helldivers. This one is a twin sticky shooter cooperative play. It's, yeah, like, I have not played it yet, but I know what it is, and I know people who have played it, and is very recommended. It is one of those PlayStation games. But yeah, like, I do like these kind of shooters, and so yeah, you play as part of a team. Yeah, a little squad-based shooter. Yeah, I like these in theory, so long as the squad isn't too rough. Depending, but this one is very positively rated, so $3.99. Even though I haven't played it, I'm recommending it just because I purchased it on the assumption that I knew that it was going to be good. Grab Lab. This game is another silly goose, and it's a puzzle game. Basically, you play as various characters from this lab where you've developed this sort of grappling device, but then all of a sudden, for reasons unknown, you're like grappling your way through saw blades and moving platforms and whatnot. Who knows? Its story is not important in games like this, but like the levels get really crazy the deeper you go, and it's a lot of like really interesting physics-based puzzle solving. And yeah, I don't normally like games like this, but I really like this one. It is 84 cents. I should give it to my wife, honestly, because I don't think she has this one, and it's right up her alley. But then again, she's replaying Satisfactory for like the 7th time now that it's out of early access. This is the Ascent. This is an isometric shooter in a cyberpunk world. I love isometric shooters. Who doesn't love cyberpunk? So this is kind of like Alien Breed, but in a cyberpunk world, not in outer space on a spaceship. And it's really cool. And the only gripe that I've ever heard from people on this game is that it's too short. So the worst thing about this game is that there's not enough of it. Which in my book, with my backlog, are you kidding me? Like an isometric shooter that's reasonably short? Oh boy, that is a gift from the heavens. It's 80% off, $5.99 right now. It's a very fun game, very cool game. Homeworld, Deserts of Karak. This is the bundle. The bundle is like something. How much is the bundle? Dingus. I took it to the bundle page so it would show me, and it's not showing me. Let's go to the thing. So, yeah, by itself, $4.99. Bundle, who knows? Bundle info, show me the bundle. That's, yeah, okay. I don't know. What is the price? It is driving me crazy. But, yeah, the Homeworld games, so, I mean, this one's $4.99 and the other one is $3.49. And you probably save even more on the bundle. So how much is the bundle? I don't know, but you should probably get it if you want both the original games, which is the remastered collection, because Homeworld is an RTS series that goes way back, and people have loved this series for a very, very long time. Yeah, these are the remastered ones. So these are the old games brought back to new. And could you show something more interesting? Yes. Anyway, so it's a real-time strategy game. And so, yeah, it's a space-based RTS. And so you get the remastered collection, which has Homeworld Remastered, Homeworld 2, and Homeworld Remastered Steam multiplayer. So you can play, and you'll also get free access to these. Anyway, and also, you get, if you get Deserts of Karak or Karak, I don't remember how it's pronounced, but this is the modern Homeworld game that I found pretty difficult, honestly. Maybe it's because I'm not Captain RTS. RTS people really hate watching me play RTSs. I will be honest with you. I don't know if I have a single RTS review up, because every time I've done it, I've had to take them down because people are like, boo, we don't like you reviewing RTSs. So, yeah, I have a whole thing about it. But the game is super cool. I may have reviewed it and then taken it down because people were like, no. But it's fairly highly reviewed and good stuff. So recommended on that. Iron Fisticle. I love Iron Fisticle. It's too bad Iron Crypticle is not also on sale, but whatever. This is a twin stick shooter with a medieval knight type theme. And it's kind of like a little Vampire Survivors-y before Vampire Survivors was really a thing. So yeah, it's the whole thing. And, you know, Iron Fisticle is the original game. Yeah, got cool boss battles. Iron Crypticle is the sequel. It's really awesome. Crypticle is the better game, honestly, but Fisticle is still super fun. I really highly recommend both. Yeah, see, very positively reviewed, and it's 98 cents. And when Crypticle goes on sale, I'll tell you about that one too, because they do go on sale different times of the year, and they are extremely fun arena-type shooters that with a medieval theme that's they're just really fun. Okay, almost there. Horde of Plenty. Horde of Plenty is a pretty simple, straightforward deal. It is an arena-based shooter. You get the fun thing that I like is early levels, especially. You've got these rotating walls that you can use to block off rooms, create new rooms, and control where the shooting is taking place. It's not in every level. Some levels are more open. But yeah, it's a very fun twin sticky shooter. You know, it's not. Are there better twin sticky shooters? Yeah, totally. I mean, you know, there are. But this one is a really good one, and you come here for the hidden gems. This is a hidden gem, and it's 74 cents for a really good twin stick shooter, you know? So yeah, totally recommend Horde of Plenty. I had a lot of fun with it. Last but not least, you thought I was going to skip it. You were going to be like, oh, I'm going to have to tell him that he done skipped on the Lego Batmans. All of the Lego Batmans are $2.99 right now, but look at this. You get the Lego Batman trilogy for $4.99. That gets you Lego Batman 2, Lego Batman 3, and Lego Batman the video game. That's the first one. So you get all 3 Lego Batmans, which are super fun, and you get them for $4.99. For less than $5, you get 3 Lego Batman games. Lego Batmans are some of the best Lego games. Some of the Lego games are better than others, but the Batmans are uniformly good, and I recommend you get them because they're super fun. Anyway, yeah, that's it, and that's all, people. That's gonna do it. Those are the recommendations for this weekend. Hopefully there's something in there for you. We tried to give you a little bit of everything, you know, from RPGs to RTSs to, you know, action platformers like the Lego Batman. Yeah, there's a little bit of everything in there. Find just something that you like, play a good game, and yeah, let me know if you bought any of these and if you enjoyed them, because that's why I do this more than anything. Is I just, you know, I'm doing this for the love of the game, and I want people to find good games and play good games and have as much fun as I have. So anyway, people, that's going to do it for this one. I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.